Hello and welcome to the aXpire update video. Obviously you guys are aware that most recently KuCoin was hacked and 65 million aXpire's were stolen. Thank goodness we hadn't listed on Uniswap at that point, otherwise there would have been an opportunity for those to be liquidated. So that's basically been dealt with, and also the swap out for the new token has been handled very well by the team. And so that is all now behind us. As regards to the burn, we're going to continue to burn against our revenues, which will be going up. We know that we're securing some new business very shortly. We've been involved in a number of RFPs, that's requests for proposals, and we believe, or we're confident, that we're going to secure some of that business. In the same turn, we are looking at a large RFP or a large prospect. One of the world's largest investment banks is now talking to us about the expense core product. And this is very exciting. We've been through a number of rounds of due diligence, which is where they check us out. We're near the end of that process, which is great. It's been quite grueling. I've had a lot of the senior team and myself involved in getting through that. So touch wood, should we be able to get through the last step and secure the business, that will be very good for the business, particularly if we can announce who the bank is and, of course, make a full launch. So not only would that be a positive impact on our revenues, of course, the resultant burn will go up. In regards to utility of the token, we're looking to launch Coinbox with some new features and functions based on some recent technological advances that were not in the original design, hence some of the delays, and thank you for your patience on that. In terms of the burn, we expect not only the revenues from Paybox to increase the burn, but of course utility in the application to be able to take account of further demand for the token and hopefully some additional value there. Roger Ver from Bitcoin has agreed that he will support us in the launch of Paybox. We're very close with him. As you know, he's one of our board advisors and he is very excited about the prospect. So more on that a little bit later. Other product developments, of course, we mentioned Expense Core a couple of times. We continue to enhance that. We've got new code being released almost on a weekly basis. We're working very closely with a number of outside partners, in particular this investment bank, who are doing what's called user acceptance testing. That's where we get direct feedback from the client, they're not a client yet, but the potential client, that kick the tires effectively on the product and let us know what they need, what should be changed, what should be added, what should be fixed. It's great feedback for us. It means we can get to market a lot quicker. So should we be lucky enough, as I say, to pull that off with this investment bank, I think you'll find that this is a very big household name. And again, we don't assume that they're going to allow us to publish that, but we are expecting to be able to do so, i.e. their name. And that will be really good for aXpire and really good for the community, and I think really good for aXpire. Other developments are around the core product of Resolver, our allocation and expense management tool. We have been able to integrate that into Expense Core so that they are now fully integrated and talking to one another. And we're going live with an existing client with a combination of Resolver and Expense Core very shortly. In fact, it might even be as early as next week. We've been under testing for about 2 weeks now. So again, that would be a great development. And it means that all of our applications can begin to operate in a modular and or integrated basis, which is great. Looking forward to future developments. I think this will come mainly out of Expense Core, but also through Paybox. I think you guys are aware of what we're doing there now. Some of these have been slowed down by, I think, the COVID impact. Hopefully none of you and your friends and your family have been affected. But realistically, COVID has had a delaying effect on decision making. So where people have been working remotely, I think that's had a knock-on effect to slow things down a little bit. On the upside, we believe there's been, or at least we felt that there's more inbound inquiries coming in. Our marketing team are doing a great job to generate a lot of interest, but we're feeling that there's a lot more inbound inquiries that are going to generate some new business. So the number of prospects coming through the door has increased, and likelihood of closing more of those deals, which means, again, increased revenue, increased burn. I want to also give you an update about additional marketing efforts that we're putting into play. So we are bringing on board marketing consultants and market makers and others to create more noise around aXpire and aXpire. This will be coordinated with the listing on Uniswap, and so in a phased fashion you'll see an additional amount of noise in the market, and that should again provide attention to the company, not only in inbound sales inquiries, but obviously attention to aXpire and the likely value that will bring to us. So hopefully that's some good news for you too.
Just jumping in here quickly to give an additional update on Biller, which we're making strides in the development of. Similar to ExpenseCore, we have a number of UAT users which have given us invaluable feedback which we've been working to implement, which is the reason for the delay. We're now gearing up for our SaaS release of this product, followed by a paid advertisement push. The only moving parts prior to this release is some additional polishing and finalizing the onboarding and tutorial flow for new users.
So that's the update for today. I hope you're all keeping well and safe out there, wherever you may be, and we'll talk very soon. Thank you.